The Richtofen boss fight in the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies map, The Reckoning, is being labelled as one of, if not the hardest boss fight in the whole game, if we do disregard hardcore boss fights, that is. However, I'm here actually to show you how you can easily and fairly safely defeat Richtofen and finish the Black Ops 6 Zombies storyline. But before we get into it, drop a like and subscribe for more Black Ops 6 Zombies guides. Okay, so let's begin with the loadout. I do recommend the Maelstrom shotgun for this boss fight. Not only does it do a consistent amount of damage, it will also shred all zombies and mini bosses. Here's the build for you on the screen right now. Pause the video for a longer look if you need, but as a quick recap, you want to get the CHF barrel, the Ranger foregrip, the extended mag 2, quick draw grip, a balanced stock, a tactical laser and a rapid fire, the last two being the most important, as well as the extended mags, but you can have either one or two, preferably the two just so you got the more bullets, but it's not a massive problem. You definitely want to take the Aether Shroud as the field upgrade. Choose any tactical and lethal, it does not matter at this stage. Gobblegums, you can see the ones I have in my class right now. Really, you don't really need any of them. Power Keg being the most one what you would want, especially in the boss fight. You want to get the Aether Shroud back as much as possible. And in terms of your augments, there are a few that I would really recommend, but you can see all the augments I do have available right on the screen. But other than that, you want to make sure you're picking up the Dasher and Hot Foot for stamina up, Dying Wish for quick revive, Probiotic and Hardened Plates for Juggernog, Classic Formula for Speed Cola, or you can use Supercharged. Probably go with Supercharged, but it doesn't really matter either way. Parting Gift and Picky Eater for Vulture Raid, Critical Eye and Bird's Eye View for Death Perception, PhD Slider and Tribologist for PhD Flopper, Dead First and Dead Break for Deadshot Daiquiri, and Double Standard and Double Time for Double Tap. In terms of the ammo mods, we are going to be using Cryo Freeze in this game, so the augments you'll want are the Ice Cloud and Liquid Nitrogen. And finally, the augment for Aether Shroud, you want to pick Burst Dash for the Major, and then you can either choose Extra Charge or Extension. I prefer the Extra Charge, but if you prefer Extension, choose Extension. It doesn't make that much of a difference really. And that's pretty much it for the pre-game setup. In terms of the setup in the game before starting the boss fight, make sure you got your gun as Legendary Rarity, pack 3, second weapon doesn't matter. I do have the GOG effect, but I don't use it. And you want to make sure you do have some smoke grenades and an ARCXD as a score streak, which well, it is very important to be fair. And you'll see it here. So we're going to skip through the elevator segment, and once you're on the final ascent up to the roof, you basically want to get ready to use the ARCXD as soon as Richtofen jumps into the arena. Position yourself like me so you're facing away from Richtofen and you can get an easy escape, and basically just drive the car into Uber Richtofen and just wait. You will do a lot of damage, especially for this part of the boss fight, and I'm going to speed up the gameplay just so you can see that you can probably do about at least a quarter of his health just by sitting a ARCXD right in front of him. I know it was recently patched a little, you could do a lot more damage before, but it's massive help for you in this boss fight. Soon as your ARCXD finishes, get out of there immediately, get to the sides, and you're basically going to play a fun game of cat and mouse with Richtofen. You just want to stay away from him really. Just keep running around the edge of the arena, do damage to him when you get an opportunity. As soon as he starts firing any of his electric balls, get out of there and make use of your PhD Slider, the Hot Foot augment with stamina if needed. Just kill a zombie with any of your lethal grenades, or I've got tomahawks in this game, but either. But yeah, the main focus is just to stay away from Richtofen as much as you can. A very good option is to use the up on the directional pad, the D-pad, and if you look directly at Richtofen, you can mark him and you will know where he is in the arena at all times, so you can very easily get away from him. You also want to use the tactical stance, so once you're aiming down sight, press left on your D-pad and you'll use the tactical stance, which comes with the laser that we started with at the start of the game. It helps a lot with accuracy. You can do a lot more damage, your bullets seem to be a lot more together, and you just start shredding people really. In terms of actually firing at Richtofen, you of course want to be aiming for his shoulder pads, but make sure you are at a safe distance. If you want to use smokes or an Aether Shroud, use them if you want to. I don't necessarily think you need them at this point unless you are desperate and you're getting trapped or whatever. By all means use them, but you just basically just want to keep running around in a circle and get to the point where you've done about 50% of his health. It's here or there you'll see a quote come up on the screen if you've got subtitles on, or you'll hear the quote, and a load of Commando Klaus bots will start entering the arena. And there will also be a Uber Klaus mini boss who jumps into the arena as well. I would avoid killing the Uber Klaus just because when you do, another one will respawn, so it's a bit pointless. Your main focus would be to kill Commando Klaus bots, any Super Sprinter zombies, and then Richtofen, especially in that order. You just do not want to get trapped or cornered by anyone who's going to be up close and personal to you. Keep pinching away at Uber Richtofen and you will eventually take him down. I would advise, however, to deal the last shots when he is in an open area. Doing so will allow you to pop a quick smoke grenade, and you can get some really good damage in as soon as he jumps out and he starts flying around the arena above you. At this point, this is really the difficult part of the entire Easter egg. He will constantly follow you around with his Wunderwaffe DG2, and if he can see you, he will fire at you, and he does a lot of damage. So if he hits you maybe once or twice, you could pretty much lose 75 to 90% of your health, even with full armor. So you definitely want to make sure you are staying away from him as much as you can. Once you've got a chance to do some damage to him, either throw smoke, pop an Aether Shroud, and get up close and personal and just start laying into him with your Maelstrom. So once you have done about a third of his health, he will fly up into the sky and a load of zombies will come in. So once that happens, you've got a bit of time to collect yourself, grab some ammo, grab armor off any dead zombies you can get. You can pick up any smoke grenades, any lethal grenades if you're using them. But you basically just want to regroup and just watch out for him coming back in, because you don't want to be stood under him when he lands, as he does a lot of damage. And at that point it's exactly the same process. You're going to run around the arena just avoiding him. He does add in another attack. He basically just flies slightly higher than his normal flying height, and he will just start firing missiles down. The missiles are deadly, they do a lot of damage, so you want to get away from him as much as you can. So my advice would be to just constantly use PhD slider, slide away from him. You could use the hot foot augment by just killing a zombie with a lethal grenade. However you want to do it, just make sure you do stay away from him. Once you've dealt a further third of his health bar, he will fly away again, exactly the same as last time. Make sure you stock up on armor and equipment. It will be needed for this final stage, as he does, I'm not sure if it's been proven or not, but he feels like he gets a lot more aggressive in the last third of his health bar. He's constantly chasing you down, in your face. He uses the missiles a lot more. He will try and cut you off. He does get a lot more aggressive. So in this stage you definitely want to stay away from him as much as you can. Throw a smoke grenade where you can. As soon as you get an Aether Shroud, pop it and immediately just start attacking him. But your main priority again is staying alive. That's all you want to do. If he's coming at you constantly, just take a breather, get away from him. Just do not let him get up close and personal, because it will be good night for you. You will get downed, and as soon as you go down in this boss fight, I think you are pretty much screwed unless you've got a perk on it, because you need a lot of the perks, and when you get back up you only get, what is it, 3 perks back, and normally it's the 3 you've bought the first. So if you buy the perks in a specific order, it can help you, but you really don't want to go down in this boss fight. Eventually you will do enough damage to him. Take it slow, don't try and rush anything, especially when you get so close to the end. Just do as you've been doing, keep cautious, keep aware of your surroundings, constantly keep him marked on your HUD so you know where he is at all times. And if you do have a gobble gum, great, use it. Try and do that last bit of damage where you can, but you just want to bide your time. When you do get an opening, deal as much damage as you can, and eventually that will be Richtofen defeated. So I do hope you found this video helpful. If there's any other tips or tricks that you do have, feel free to drop them in the comments. Try and help anyone else who is struggling with this boss fight. But I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, or it did help you defeat the Richtofen boss fight, I'd appreciate a like. Just trying to grow this channel by posting videos of things I do enjoy and helping people where I can. But other than that, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.